did you ever just feel completely buried under browser tabs?
Hmm.
I mean, hours just vanishing, copying data from one place to another, or
Ugh.
that frantic search for a document you know is somewhere.
Ugh, yeah. That's the daily grind for a lot of us.
It really is.
Yeah.
But what if your AI wasn't just a search box? What if it could actually do things like a digital coworker, handling those complex tasks?
That is exactly what we're diving into today. Welcome to the deep dive. We are looking at a new kind of tool. It's a free AI browser called Perplexity Comet.
Okay.
And our mission today really is to pull out 10 specific, replicable ways you can set up these AI assistants. We're moving past just talking about AI theory.
Right.
This is about actual setups, automation that can genuinely change how you tackle like deep research, sales, even just daily admin stuff.
Okay, let's unpack this foundation then. What exactly is Perplexity Comet? You said a free AI browser,
Yeah.
but how is it different from, say, Chrome or Firefox?
Fundamentally different, yeah. So traditional browsers, they help you find information, right? Get you to the page.
Mhm.
Comet is designed more like a smart partner. It can actually, consume and analyze the information on those pages.
Ah, okay.
And the really fascinating part, the core difference, is its contextual power. Think about most AI chat tools. They only know what you paste into them, right?
Yeah, pretty much one source at a time.
Exactly, single source processors. But Comet, it understands the context from all your open tabs at the same time.
Wait, really? All of them?
Yeah. You don't need to copy-paste anything. The AI just absorbs the context of your entire workspace.
So, okay, if I've got like 5 competitor websites open, I don't need to feed it text from each one. I can just ask it to compare them.
That's it, exactly. You just ask.
Yeah.
And boom, you save hours of flipping between tabs, taking notes, doing that manual comparison. It cross-references everything instantly.
Okay, that's pretty significant.
Yeah.
So how do you interact with it? Are there different ways?
Yeah, 2 main ways. For quick, simple things on the page you're currently looking at, like summarize this long article into 5 bullet points, you use the assistant sidebar.
Got it. Quick tasks, current page.
Right. But for the big, complex stuff like making a business plan from 10 different research articles you have open, you use the main chat window.
Because it needs that broader context from all the tabs.
Precisely. That cross-tab understanding is what makes it feel like a real digital coworker collaborating with you. It's not just search, it's analysis and action based on the whole picture.
Okay, so how is Comet different from just using a regular search engine again, just to be clear?
Well, basically, it understands context across all your open tabs, like a smart intern helping you out.
All right, let's get practical.
Mhm.
How do we automate that really tedious part of work, deep research? You mentioned assistant number 1, the market intelligence assistant.
Yeah, this tackles competitor analysis, which honestly can eat up an entire afternoon just switching tabs.
Tell me about it.
So this assistant reads those competitor sites you have open, it understands their products, their messaging, then it generates a structured comparison report.
Okay, structured how? What can you ask for?
You can be really specific. Imagine asking for, say, a product comparison table, an analysis of their pricing strategy, what's their core marketing message, and maybe the unique value proposition for each one, and a conclusion.
Okay. But if I'm comparing, let's say, 5 different coffee brands, how do I make sure it actually understands what a unique value proposition is? It doesn't just pull out some random feature. Do I need to define that?
That's a really good question. And yes, you absolutely must be specific in your prompt. You tell it the UVP is defined as the single core benefit that competitors can't easily replicate. You guide it.
Okay. So clarity in the instruction is key.
Crucial. Otherwise, you just get summarized text, not real analysis. And here's
Okay.
where it gets really cool. If you connect your Google account,
Yeah.
you can add one line to your prompt. Please create a Google Docs file and paste this entire report into it.
Whoa. So it does the analysis in the organization instantly.
Instantly. Analysis to organize doc in 1 step.
That's impressive. And speaking of organization, I have to admit, I still wrestle with keeping research organized. My browser tab situation, when I'm digging into something new, it's usually a mess.
Right.
20, 30 tabs open easily.
You are not alone there. Which brings us perfectly to assistant number 2, the research and organization assistant. Comet helps you deal with that exact mess using something called workspaces.
Workspaces, like folders.
Kind of, yeah, like virtual folders for all the tabs related to one project. So you might have a restaurant marketing project workspace with all your articles and sites in there.
Okay, so I group the chaos. Then what?
Then you can analyze everything in that workspace at once. You could ask it, Looking at all these sources, what are the 5 most common marketing strategies mentioned? Or list the points of agreement across these 30 articles.
That is powerful. And I saw it has other helpful features too, like saving prompts.
Yep. You can save those complex analysis prompts as one-click shortcut commands. Huge time saver for recurring research tasks. Plus, there's fact-checking.
Oh yeah, how does that work?
You just highlight some text you're unsure about on a page, right-click, and it instantly searches trusted sources to verify or debunk the claim.
Nice. Okay, let's jump to assistant number 6, the audience research assistant. This is about understanding customers, right?
Exactly. Going deep into how they actually talk, what they actually feel, because, great marketing uses authentic language.
So how does it find that?
You tell Comet to search specific places where people talk candidly. Forums like Mumsnet, maybe social media subreddits like Runiac, even YouTube comment sections, looking for discussions around a specific problem or topic.
So I could ask it, for example, find the 5 biggest frustrations parents mention on Mumsnet about navigating teenage years.
Precisely. And the output isn't just a summary list. It'll give you the 5 pain points, and for each one include maybe 2 or 3 direct real customer quotes, unedited.
Getting that raw language.
Yeah,
That is gold for writing copy or figuring out messaging.
totally. Okay, final research one for now. Assistant number 7, the AI-optimized content brief assistant. This is about playing the new SEO game.
Which means optimizing for Google's AI overviews, those summary boxes at the top.
You got it. So this assistant analyzes the current AI overview for your target keyword, and it also looks at the top, say, 5 organic search results.
And it's looking for what? Patterns?
Exactly. Patterns. What specific questions are being answered consistently? What kind of structure do those top-ranking articles use? Based on that analysis, it generates a detailed content plan, suggested H1, H2s, H3s, specifically designed to satisfy that AI summary engine.
So it's kind of reverse engineering what the AI wants to see.
Pretty much. And potentially saving you money on specialized SEO tools by just using the browser's built-in smarts.
So how does this research assistant save hours overall? What's the core benefit again?
It reads dozens of sources fast, organizes your messy tabs, and makes structured reports automatically. Huge time saver. Okay, let's switch gears a bit. Think about sales and marketing tasks, starting with assistant number 3, the news summarizer assistant. Staying on top of industry news is vital, but wow, the information overload is real.
Absolutely, Burnout City. So this assistant helps filter that.
Filters and summarizes, yeah. You can automate it, set up scheduled searches like maybe 9 a.m. every Monday morning.
For a specific topic, like key AI developments in marketing from the last week.
Exactly. And here's the clever part. It doesn't just dump links on you. It automatically creates structured entries, maybe in a Notion database or a Google Doc.
Structured how?
With columns you define, like date, article title, a concise summary, and this is important, an analysis column answering. Why does this specific piece of news matter to marketers?
So it adds that layer of so what automatically.
Right. And to make sure it's finding really relevant stuff and minimizing errors, it sometimes uses what's called a deep research mode.
Okay, wait, what does deep research actually mean? Is it just slower?
It is a bit slower, yeah, because it uses more processing power. But the key thing is it cross-references way more sources, potentially dozens of pages deep into search results to really verify facts and avoid those weird AI mistakes or hallucinations. Think of it as the high accuracy setting.
Whoa. Okay, imagine scaling that. Getting that structured, analyzed input daily across like dozens of different global industry feeds you need to track.
It changes the game, right? From being reactive to proactive.
Yeah, the consistency is the real power there, maybe even more than just the speed.
Totally agree. Okay, next up. Assistant number 4, the leads monitoring assistant. This one is about finding potentially warm leads.
Warm leads? How?
Looking where people actually talk openly about their problems, places like subreddits and online forums.
Okay. So if I sell, say, website design services, I could tell Comet to scan subreddits like small business.
Yep. For specific phrases people use when they have a problem you solve, things like, my website is too slow, or I'm looking for a good web designer recommendation.
And what does it give me?
You can set it up to email you a summary, maybe once a week. It would list the link to the post or comment, summarize the person's specific pain point, and maybe add a note on why they seem like a good potential customer for you.
So you're catching those signals almost in real time and can reach out. Much better than cold outreach.
Way better. Which leads nicely into assistant number 5, the sales prospecting assistant. This helps streamline the outreach itself.
How so?
It's kind of a 2-step process. Step 1 is finding the right companies. You give it really specific criteria.
Like?
Find UK e-commerce companies selling fashion who are currently hiring a digital marketing manager and have between 20 and 100 employees. Super targeted.
Okay, very specific filtering. Then step 2.
Step 2 is drafting a personalized email. You'd have the website of a company you found open in a tab. You tell Comet to write an outreach email following a structure you provide.
A specific structure.
You'd define it.
Sure.
Start with a genuine compliment about their site or work. Identify a specific problem you noticed based on its analysis of their open website. Briefly, suggest your solution. And end with a clear call to action.
So use the context of their website to personalize the pitch according to my rules.
Exactly. Tailored outreach at scale.
So thinking about these last two, what's the biggest win from automating news and lead finding?
You consistently find those warm leads, and you just don't miss critical industry-specific updates.
Okay, final segment. Let's talk about internal stuff, processes, hiring, admin tasks. Starting with assistant number 8, the conversion optimization assistant. This sounds interesting. How does it optimize?
So the key difference here is that instead of asking for general advice on improving a sales page, which can be kind of subjective, right?
Yeah.
You have the AI follow your specific rules.
My rules? You mean like a checklist or a process doc?
Exactly. You provide it with your pre-written standard operating procedure, your SOP, for how you audit a sales page. You link the AI to your SOP document and the sales page you want audited.
And then
Comet meticulously follows every single step in your SOP. It identifies issues based on your criteria, suggests fixes aligned with your standards, and summarizes everything in a ready-to-go report.
That ensures consistency, doesn't it? Like
Right.
truly objective audits every single time, regardless of who runs it.
Precisely. It takes the human variability out. The SOP becomes the expert running the audit, enforced by the AI. It kind of democratizes that expertise.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Okay, what about hiring? Assistant number 9, the talent sourcing assistant.
This is about filtering candidates much more precisely and efficiently. Imagine you're hiring internationally.
Okay.
You could tell Comet to search a platform like onlinejobs.ph for, say, video editors, but not just any video editors.
Right, you need specifics.
Specifics like must have 3+ years of experience, must be proficient in Premiere Pro and After Effects, and their requested salary must be within the range of $10 to $15 per hour.
And it can handle all those filters at once.
Yep. And the output isn't just a long list of names, it generates a comparison table ready for you to review.
What's in the table?
Things like links to their profiles, their stated salary, years of experience, maybe even quick notes on the perceived quality of their portfolio if it can access that. It does that initial heavy lifting, that tedious filtering for you.
Takes away the worst part of sifting through applications. Okay, last one. Assistant number 10, the executive assistant. Admin power.
Yeah, this leverages the Google Workspace integration we mentioned earlier. Think about meeting prep.
Okay, like before a call with a potential partner.
Exactly. You could tell Comet. Check my calendar for tomorrow's 10 a.m. meeting, find recent news about the partner's company, look up the attendees on LinkedIn, and suggest 3 potential opening questions based on that info.
And it pulls all that together.
And organizes it neatly in a Google Doc for you, ready before your meeting.
That's useful. What about other admin tasks, like event planning?
Sure. You could ask it to find, say, the 5 biggest marketing conferences happening in Europe in the next 6 months, and then tell it to automatically create calendar events for each one, including links to the event websites and dates.
It's like having a proactive admin handling those little things that eat up time.
Exactly. Those small chunks of time saved really add up across a week or a month.
So thinking about using AI for these process-driven tasks like audits or hiring, why is using that standardized process, that SOP, so important?
It ensures consistent, high-quality results because the AI follows your exact rules every single time.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, using an AI browser that reads all your tabs, it brings up privacy questions, right? Safety concerns.
Yeah, that's definitely the first thing that comes to mind, if it's reading everything.
It's a very valid concern because, yeah, it is contextually aware of what you're browsing. So first off, there are settings. You can explicitly block Comet from ever accessing specific sensitive sites.
Like my online banking or personal email. internal company tools.
Exactly. You create a block list in the settings. But the source material we looked at recommended one really crucial step beyond that for kind of absolute peace of mind, especially if you're using this for serious work automation.
What's that key step?
The best practice, they suggest, is to create a brand new, completely separate Google account that you only use for Perplexity Comet.
A dedicated account.
Yeah. Sign into the Comet browser using only this new dedicated account. Then any connections you make linking it to Google Docs, Google Calendar for automation, it all happens within that separate accounts bubble.
So you create a clear wall. You just make a rule for yourself.
Yeah.
When I'm using the Comet browser, I never log into my main personal email or bank or anything sensitive.
Exactly. It keeps your automated work activity completely separate from your sensitive personal data. Secure partition.
Okay, that makes sense. It's a bit of setup up front, but gives you control.
Totally worth it for the peace of mind, I think. So if you're listening and you're ready to, give this a try, the starting steps are pretty straightforward.
What are they?
Download the free browser, obviously. Then pick just one task, maybe the one that eats up the most of your manual time each week. Be really specific and detailed in your instructions to the AI. And then, crucially, save that task as a shortcut command or schedule it if it's something recurring. Start small, get specific. So let's zoom out. The big idea recap here is that we're seeing a real shift, I think. A fundamental change in how we can approach digital work.
How so?
We're moving away from just passively looking for information online towards actively delegating complex tasks that involve multiple sources, to an intelligent assistant that understands the context.
The key being that ability to read and analyze across many tabs or documents at once.
Exactly. That contextual understanding combined with repeatable automation. That's the core power.
And these 10 setups we walk through, they show it's not just theory, whether it's deep research or finding leads or just ensuring your team follows quality checks consistently. There are replicable ways to claw back hours of manual, repetitive work every single week.
For sure. And the real magic, I think, lies in the consistency. The AI doesn't get tired. It doesn't forget step 3 of your SOP. It follows your rules perfectly every time.
Which leads to our final provocative thought for you, the listener. If you could truly automate your most complex, most time-consuming weekly task, and know it would be done with 100% adherence to your own rigorous standards, your SOP, what big strategic project would you finally have the focus time to tackle?
That's the question, isn't it? What could you achieve?
That's where the real value proposition lies, I think. Achieving better, more consistent outcomes while freeing up your most valuable resource, your focused time and attention.